Hey Stampers, Kim from stampingandperfection.com. Welcome to my craft room. Every now and then I have a need for a gift card holder or some kind of little pocket that will hold something. Like for Halloween, it would be perfect to make a little pocket that will hold a candy bar or something like that for somebody special. So sometimes like if I'm in a hurry, I'll go to my card stash. Instead of making something completely new, I already have this card done. I have a video that shows how to do that. The details are also on my blog at stampingandperfection.com. So I have this card, which was pretty quick and easy to make, but I'm just going to turn this card, and you could do this with any card, into just a little pocket to hold a gift card or a candy bar or something like that. So this card is 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4, so it looks just like that. So I'm going to open up this card, and I'm going to use my Simply Scored tool, and I'm going to score it in a few places. I'm going to score it over here at 1/4 inch. Okay, now it's originally scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to score it at 4. I'm also going to score it at 4 1/4, and I may need to actually move my button over a little bit. So I'm going to also score it at 4 1/4, or excuse me, 4.5. And I'm going to go right over the layers that I have there, and you have to kind of press down like that. So it's 1/4, 4. It's already scored at 4 1/4. Now I'm scoring it at 4.5, and then I'm going to go over here and score at 8 1/4. And again, I'm going to press down a little bit harder, and I'm using the larger end like that. So 1/4, 4. 4 1/4 was the original one, 4.5, then 8 1/4. Then I'm going to turn it sideways like this, and I'm going to score the whole length at 1/4 all the way down. Just like that. So that's where I'm going to make my score marks. Now I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to snip a few places. I'm just going to cut off this little corner on the back of the card. I'm going to do the same thing with the front. Just like that. And I'm going to, here, I'm going to, on the 4.5 and the 4, I'm going to score it just like that. Now I'm going to fold all my score marks. So I'm just going to give everything a good fold. Now, on this side, these two new score marks I made are going to go down like this, and then I'm going to push in on the center to make almost like a little accordion, like that. Just like that. And my Very Vanilla is sticking up a little bit, so what I'm going to do is, looks like I got the Elegant Eggplant edge trimmed down really, or stuck down really well. The Very Vanilla I didn't, so I'm just going to go along the back and just trim that off like that. Okay, now I'm going to use the sticky strip. I'm going to add the sticky strip along this 1/4 inch and this 1/4 inch on the back part of the card. So here's where I've put my sticky strip along the back edges. I'm going to take that off, and then I'm just going to fold up my card into basically a little pocket. Okay, I usually start with the bottom. In this little bottom corner, I'm going to fold that down. Then the part with the sticky strip, I'm just going to turn this in, and I'm going to do the accordion fold on this, because this is really a 1/2 inch, and the bottom is only 1/8. And once you stick this sticky strip, it's forever. So you want to really, when you do this, push it all the way in and really line it up before you stick it down. Because once you stick it down, it's forever. And you really want the edges to line up. Just like that. So you'll line up those edges. And if any overhangs, just trim it off. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the side. just like that, and I've got this little pocket card made. Now if things don't line up, like they're not lining up really well for me at the top, I'm just going to trim it off a little bit just like that. And there's my pocket card. Okay, so there's just my pocket card. Now, I can slide a candy bar into that, or I've created a little piece inside, and I think this is going to fit. Yes, it is. I cut this piece of pumpkin pie at 3 3/4 by 5 3/8. I stamped it again with the orange witches from the what's that called? Halloween Bash set in pumpkin pie ink, and I've taken a piece of elegant eggplant and I cut it out with the new label bracket punch in the Halloween catalog, and I scored it halfway down. Now I'm just going to use a little piece of snail on each side of this. I just folded it in half just like that, and then I'm going to create a little tab for myself. I love the way this little tab looks on here, and I also like when I have a tab like this, I like to put a couple of brads on it. I think they look really nice. Oops. So I'm using my paper piercing mat, my paper piercing tool, and I'm just going to poke 2 holes just like that. And I'm using these little silver mini brads. I'm going to poke 2 of those through and open them up on the back. Now then I can use the sticky strip to attach a gift card to this, or the temporary glue or temporary adhesive to stick a gift card to this, or maybe a stamped messages or a handwritten message, or even a photo of one of my children at Halloween time. Wouldn't this be a fun thing to give to my mother, picture of her grandchildren? And there you go, it just slides in. You've got this cute little tab just like that. So you've created a gift card holder out of a greeting card. Thanks for watching. For more information and more ideas, check out my blog at stampingimperfection.com. To buy your Stampin' Up! Materials, to make this card or any other cards, shop online for your Stampin' Up! Supplies at mystampingstore.com. Thanks for watching.